All right. We don't have anybody on today, so I'm going to kick it solo. But that's probably for the for the best because I want to get some of these talking points, out of the way for everybody to hear because what is happening with this case study is kind of predictable. So I understand that agents that are most of the agents that are in this program, if not all, are just not used to this. They're not used to running their business like a business. They're not used to prospecting daily, a daily commitment to prospecting, a daily commitment to their 10 conversations a day or 50 a week. They're not used to consistently creating content on YouTube, blogging, social, Craigslist ad, Facebook Marketplace ads. They're not used to prospecting for listings, whether that be expireds, FISBOs, I mean, most of the people on this call really aren't even working their SOI, which is really what, if you just approach this, Boomtown lead generation and conversion case study purely from an SOI standpoint, you would win big. I think that's where people are kind of missing the boat on the whole purpose of a CRM or a very well nurtured database. It's really designed to nurture, foster, just build a very robust CRM of people inside that CRM that we can serve, that we can help, that we can advocate for, that we can be their trusted advisor. But it's about the CRM as this hub where we want to merge our Mets and our non-Mets. Okay. So people that know, like, and trust us and people we want to create that trust factor with. That's the whole goal of this is to bring these people together, grow the database, and really open up our laptops for an hour or two, every day, at least 5 days a week, and get on the phone with these folks. Get on the phone and try to serve our return visitors back to the site, manage our first process, new leads, then focus on qualifies, the return visitors on the site. There may be some hot leads that need follow up, and it might be somebody in our SOI. It might be their birthday, it might be an anniversary, and then if we set those reminders, Boomtown's going to tell us when we log in, hey, you need to call these folks, you need to send this text, you need to send this email, and it just keeps you consistent. Okay, and so consistency is the magic bullet in sales, and consistency is undefeated. It will always be undefeated in terms of the best approach to building a massive business. Okay. So there's been a number of issues that I've experienced. A lot issues. By issues, I just mean like inconsistencies, a lack of commitment to the program. I've seen leads 2-3 weeks old, no, that just haven't been processed, no e-alert set up, no phone call. Of the people in the program so far that are making calls, you're seeing like 1 to 2 attempts. I'm not seeing anybody using tools to find good, valid contact information where valid information was not provided. Another big issue is in terms of lack of commitment is to the training and to understand how to use this tool to its fullest, mastering all the bells and whistles. So, I put out a screenshot, okay, of a quote that came directly from the National Association of Realtors. So I put this in a post to promote the case study, and also just to get real estate agents' attention out there that are not utilizing a CRM. I think it's important to, provide information that doesn't come directly from me because it's just more believable. Agents tend to buy in a lot faster and a lot deeper if the information is coming from somebody they deem to be an expert. And so a lot of times I think my voice just gets to be monotone. And because these agents have come from brokerages to our company, and it's never been preached to them that the importance of a CRM, the importance of prospecting, the importance of lead generating, doing all these activities on a consistent basis. It's really sad, but and these agents come from all different brokerages, and these are just not conversations that their leadership in their offices are having with their agents. So this came from a screenshot from one of my CE classes to renew my license this year. And it's got a big heading across the top, says Client Relationship Management Systems, CRMs. If you're not using a CRM to track your lead generation, manage your contacts, and create marketing campaigns, this is the most important step you can take to be successful in 2022. So that 2022 is very quickly going to become 2023 because our fiscal year starts on November 1st. Most of everything we do post November 1st is not going to show up in the form of results until 2023. So the clock is literally ticking for not only the people in this case study, but for people outside this case study. And before I move on, I think it's important to insert the fact here that the participants in this case study, if somebody joins this case study who is committed, not just interested, but committed and really growing their business, I look at it this way. There's just this cool side effect here where you could inspire other agents to join, to follow your footsteps, to follow the trail that you're blazing. But that's not going to happen until the commitment is, I don't know, solidified among the members. Until you're producing results. One thing I've just seen over the years with agents is they have to see it to believe it. They have to experience it firsthand to really become a believer. And you've seen that, with Ashley and Hannah talking about the recent cash buyer they landed from Craigslist. Now all of a sudden they're believers, but I've been trying to pound this into their brain for years, and they're just now coming around. So I say all that to say this is that our company, our industry desperately needs leadership, and it needs agents that are deciding, choosing success, choosing to run their business like a business, choosing to no longer approach this industry half-heartedly or like a hobby. They understand that people are counting on them at home in their family for provision, and they had this amazing opportunity to help me change lives in our company and really industry wide. It cannot always be my voice that's preaching this stuff. It needs to be somebody else who picks up the torch, who picks up the flag and runs with it, at least occasionally, because that gets attention from the naysayers who go, well, gosh, he's just not a talking head. Look, here's a mentee who is really experiencing some great results with this program. And so here you go. I mean, you've got a quote directly from NAR that says the CRM, learning how to use it, using it to not only generate your leads, but manage your contacts to include your sphere of influence. It says right here, this is the most important step you can take to be successful in real estate. The most important step you can take in real estate. All right, so back to the deficiencies in the program right now. The next thing I'm seeing that agents just aren't doing is writing content. I mean, we've got agents that are born and raised. If you're born and raised in an area, then it should not be all that difficult to write a 2-paragraph blog on your hometown. It should not be difficult to write a short little blog on why you decided to get your real estate license and pursue this as a career. It should not be difficult to write blog articles on your process. The experience that you provide, the experience that your buyers and sellers can expect when they hire you. What do you bring to the table? What makes you unique? It should not be difficult to write articles on, the market, the state of the market, what home values are doing, where are we trending towards? Are we trending towards, more of an, equal balance market or more of a buyer's market? What are prices doing? I've been saying a lot recently and for a long time that, I would really, in terms of this content creation distribution, you really have to take on the mindset of a journalist who just happens to sell real estate. But this is a consistent activity that should be getting done. I would say, this is I'm dialing this way back when I say, I'd love to see one blog article, one YouTube video, and then at least one blog article, one YouTube video a week, and then one post on your personal Facebook page per day. And just not seeing it. A lot of the posts that I do see agents making in both inside and outside this case study have little value in terms of how it relates to the consumer or the community, just like community news, like what's happening, in Fairhope, what's happening in Hoover, what's happening in Pelham, creating, like if you created a graphic, said these are the top activities going on in our area this weekend, that's valuable to the consumer. If you put out content saying, hey, this is where the real estate market is trending in our area, that's valuable to the consumer. If you're telling them via content how to make money, save money, and solve problems in real estate and beyond, that's valuable to the consumer. So I'm seeing a lot of misses here, a lot of people missing the mark. And, when this happens, I had this no agent left behind mantra, but when I'm like generating leads for agents, showing them how to generate leads for themselves, showing them what is valuable content, activation content, which attracts, like educating the consumer to attract them. That's reverse prospecting. Getting people to pick up the phone and reach out to them, or at least think of them as a person of great expertise in their local real estate market, that they would be, that they'd have a great deal of confidence to refer that person if given the opportunity. The last thing that I want to talk about here, and we got to get the call time for this straight and the access instructions straight. I know when you look at the calendar invite, for whatever reason, even though it's a Zoom call, the Google Hangout link pops up. But there's not a whole lot of collaboration and personal accountability happening among the members of this group. And that's a key piece. Okay. And so that's why this is one of the realities that's being revealed through this case study, is that there needs to be, like, the ecosystem is extremely important. Like if you create an ecosystem of agents that are committed to collaboration and accountability, and they understand how important those two factors are to their success and the success of their colleagues, it just becomes very, very powerful. But in the absence of that, here's what you're seeing is lackluster results, lackluster commitment, agents, letting days and weeks go by where very little happens. And I just got to tell you, you can't some feedback I've gotten as well. I took a listing this week, or I got a pending contract and it's consumed all of my time. Look, you're going to continue. You're not going to break through your current ceiling of achievement if that's how you're managing your time, or if you're letting one listing or one purchase agreement, one piece of business consume your entire week, days, weeks, and months, I mean, you're just going to have to get real comfortable with your current state of production, because I just don't see you advancing if you're overwhelmed by one piece of business. Okay. This is one of the things that I've seen, that has been rampant among like agents in the greater Birmingham area, is that, there's very few agents that feel like if they do not close at least 2 deals a month or average 2 deals a month, like if I wasn't doing that as an agent, I would feel like I'm underperforming. I feel like 2 deals a month is average, and anything outside that's below average. And so not everybody needs, some people are just doing this as a side hustle, as a supplementary source of income. You may just do it because you're bored, because you come from a wealthy family. I don't know. There's all kind of different reasons, but I feel like the vast majority of agents, there's so many agents that get in the business and get out. That shows me that people need to make money at this, and they don't just need to live commission check to commission check. They need a consistent income that feeds their family year round. And that's what I'm trying to help agents accomplish. But it just doesn't seem like there's that fire, there's that hunger, there's that need. Or if the fire is there, then they're letting fear stomp out that fire. And, we got to feed the fire. All right. And we got to stoke that fire, and we got to see fear as a motivator and not this big, insurmountable brick wall obstacle that we cannot overcome. So wherever fear lies, that is something that is a part of human nature, but it's very primal. Like it shows us where there's opportunities. It shows us where we either need to stay away from or where we need to go towards. And I found in real estate that whatever fills us with the most fear and the most anxiety, oftentimes is where the greatest opportunities to make or to achieve or to experience the greatest return on investment. So I really, for some of you that are a part of this case study right now, or people that are thinking about joining this case study, I want to give you some parting advice. I would say that you guys need to join the mentorship team for 3 to 6 months. Join this mentorship team for 3 to 6 months, because only that is an ecosystem of commitment and accountability. Okay. And this is why we just see agents. This is why you're seeing agents come back to the mentorship team after they've left, because they're missing that ecosystem of commitment and accountability. So, for example, there's very few of y'all, if any, that are getting on the script call consistently. Now, there's no point, in my opinion, in learning how to generate leads if you're not going to learn how to convert them, if you're not going to master the language of sales. But I really think y'all should give that some thought. If you're on the coast, reach out to Amber, talk to her, come on for 3 to 6 months, get that training, get that education, experience the results that are going to be necessary for you to buy in and become this believer and be able to have a ripple effect among our brokerage and among our industry and impact agents' lives through your leadership. This is leading by example. But it may take you making an investment in the mentorship team so that you can turn the corner. Because wherever you're at right now in life and business, it's not a place where you're ready to commit to what it takes to go to the next level. I'd love to see you there. And I'm not going to stop trying to reach agents that are committed. All right. So anyway, that's all I got for today. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.